Let's start off with this video because I want to watch this and show it to you guys. So there's this game that came out. It's described as an anti-shooter. I don't know this channel very well. Rilo, R-I-L-O-E, but this came across and their coverage of it's really good, and I wanted to share some of it with you guys and show you how fucking cool this fucking looks. Because I want this game to be a whole thing. And so this guy got reached out. The main reason I'm going to this video instead of like to the people is because, as he says in this, that he was actually reached out to by the people who made this. So I think all of this footage is direct, like it's literally, this is the place to get it from, is him. This shit just looks so fucking cool. Also, this is just the Doom 3 aesthetic in this entire picture. This just looks like Doom 3. It's one of my favorite things about that goddamn game. Is it does have, I know this is completely off topic. Well, it's not really completely off topic, but it's a different video game. The Doom 3 has its own aesthetic that I really, really appreciate. And it is this sort of like smooth, semi-organic, coated, like metal with like stuff on it, like little bits. So you have these big like plate chunks that are that smooth green color, and then this bits and stuff. This just reminds me so much of Doom 3, and I fucking love that game. You know, even if no one else does, that I'm like, I want this. I want to play this so bad. I want to watch this thing walk around in extremely harsh lighting and cast shadows and like glow and stuff.
The elevator pitch for this game is basically that. You're not this guy, you're this guy. And to be honest,
which is I've wanted forever.
while the idea of being a small scavenger
Look at this. It's so fucking cool.
of a big war is cool, it only slightly piqued my interest when these developers first contacted me.
And like I said, again, this video is from Rilue, so you can go and check out his stuff. I'm going to let him introduce it a little bit more and then skip to some of the gameplay. But this shit just looks so fucking
Through my short
neat.
foray into content creation, several studios have approached me about covering their games, and very few
Like, that just looks like Doom
have
3
actually sparked my interest. The same can actually be said
in my
first
mind.
contact with Fun Dog Studios.
Look at this. Look at this. This is fucking B-roll, by the way. You know, we were talking about like, well, if I don't have B-roll, so what can I do? Like, this is all you need to do. This is fucking great. This guy's a really good editor too, by the way. I wanted to fucking share that as well. Which just sounds so fucking awesome. I love it. He draws allusions to Tarkov, which if you guys have never played before, Escape from Tarkov is a Russian game from developer Battlestate Games. We've talked about it before. Where you are basically a PMC, private military contractor generally, or a scavenger in these like 4, 5, maybe it's like 6 now different sort of arenas, but areas. And you are just trying to go in, get what you need, do a few missions, and get the fuck out. It's called a extract looter shooter, I guess. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but I loved Tarkov for a long time. The thing I don't like about Tarkov is like threefold. First, the primary challenge of the game comes from other players, but the primary focus of the game is not on other players. It's on like kind of moving around this world and finding shit. So like the PvP is always unbalanced, and it becomes an extremely difficult game to play. It's also full of cheaters. The netcode's not great. So the shooter aspect of it is like a hyper focus, but also it's sort of, they put the cart before the horse in a lot of aspects with Tarkov, and so it doesn't feel good to play a lot of times. And really, the PvP is not very rewarding. It is for some people. Some people love it, and it's the only thing that they ever want, and I can't take that away from them. For a lot of other people, the PvP in Tarkov is garbage. And it's mostly because it's extremely highly meta. I haven't played it now in about 2 years, but from what I understand, nothing really has changed. It's about spamming at headshots at people, because headshots are almost a certain one-hit kill, and about building up your armor as high as you can. So it is essentially a game where you can sort of pay to win, because the metagaming aspects of it are so crucial to the gaming aspects of it, that if you just have time to metagame Tarkov, you can own Tarkov. Like, you can just literally basically never die, except for in rare circumstances. And map knowledge and all that stuff is very important. And so it ends up being that a lot of people who have played to basically get their little adrenaline hit by predating on other players dominate the game in a sort of extreme way because they just set up to bully people, which, it's fine. I'm not upset about that. But they set up to bully people who are trying to like get used to the game. And so it has an insane learning curve. And then once you hit that learning curve, there's another one. And then by then you're not having fun anymore because the second learning curve is interrupted by hackers. And if you lose your money and stuff, you have to kind of start again from zero. And for a lot of people, the whole overall experience isn't that great. But Tarkov is very, 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 very fun when it hits. When it hits, it's perfect, right? Which is usually right around the start of what they call a wipe. They basically take everybody's inventory, all their shit, all their quests, a lot of their experience, and reduce it down to zero so that you're all kind of fighting on the same level again. So for like the first month or so, maybe even some, and now it's so fast from what I understand, it's like the first week or two, everybody has penetratable body armor. You level up in that game so that you can run faster, you can jump higher, and once you start being able to jump at a certain height, you can access different parts of the level entirely that you'll never see if you don't hardcore play the game or watch streamers play it, because you'll be like, how the hell could I get shot from there? You can't jump on top of it. Well, actually, if you put 52 hours into the thing, within 2 weeks after wipe, you'll be able to jump onto this barrel, you can jump onto this girder, and then you can walk up and sit on top of buildings and shoot at people while wearing full armor and everything. So it's this whole deal. But when that's not happening and it's like early wipe and you can actually fight and be on like equivalent footing with the PvP characters and the PvE characters, because there are AI scavengers, AI military dudes that are in it, it's actually pretty fucking enjoyable because you got to go out, you can take out some of the smaller, weaker scavs, you got to avoid getting like gigantic patrols of them on you because they're good at shooting and you can get killed really quick because the TTK is so high. And for those few weeks where the bots aren't just 100% fucking infrared shooting you through walls, and where every single person that you run into isn't wearing body armor that completely negates every fucking hit from anything other than $1,000 or like, $5 per shot armor piercing round. It's great. And the sneaking around, the hiding from people, the creepy crawling into buildings and out and trying to get like sassy. I don't know what I was trying to cheeky. Trying to get like cheeky little fucking headshots off on like higher level people, sneaking up on other characters and trying to get them is just awesome. It's a lot of fun. And Tarkov has a really good looking in-game world. It's very well lit. Shadows are a major part of it. The sun comes up and down. There's a constant day-night cycle that's ongoing. So you have to like, if you jump in at 6 p.m., it's going to be lowering light. You're going to have to run into the sun for a while. And then once the sun's down, it's going to be dark, impenetrably dark, unless you have flashlights or night vision goggles or whatever. And there's going to be things that are going to be hunting you in the dark. And since we started playing that, everyone has talked about, like, this game would be just way more fun if it had a stronger PvE element and if it was, like, set up so that you couldn't be God tier at it. Basically, there's just it was a good idea for a game that was just bogged down by a bunch of bad ideas and sort of just a shitty developer. It's kind of well known that the Battlestate Games developer has a lot of negativity towards them, especially because of things that happened in the last year or so that have been like taken down and put up. But it's just, they're just not great overall at fixing the most important things with it, but they do constantly put out new stuff. That's a kind of a controversial take depending on who you are, but a lot of people I know that were playing Tarkov relentlessly 2 or 3 years ago have no interest in playing it now, and they never even hit like mid, high, late game because it's so fucking hard to get there. You kind of can only play Tarkov if you only play Tarkov. You kind of can't take a day off. Otherwise, you'll stop being able to complete missions because you have to go into areas that require you to be absolutely kitted the fuck up and have extremely powerful map knowledge in order to survive. And then, even then, there's bots everywhere. Everywhere. A game like this that takes that puts a very powerful and hopefully unbreakable skill cap and like difficulty cap in place would be perfect, I think. Just like absolutely, like you can't actually kit up to the point where you can kill everything on the map, which you can do in Tarkov. And people do all the time. Map wiping on Tarkov is like a little subgenre of YouTube on Tarkov. And it is possible. It just literally is possible to go in, kill almost every single thing that's on the map, and then loot it, leave in 40 minutes or so. Having stuff that could not be damaged at all, and that if it sees you, it'll annihilate you, would repath giant chunks of those maps in a way that I think would be fucking awesome. And I'm really excited about trying to re-experience those first moments of playing Tarkov through something like this. I think it could be very, 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 very cool. Tarkov is a game for very dedicated gamers that want to invest a lot of time into a single game to keep up / good at it. Yes, and you don't have the time. I'll just tell you right now. The two types of people that can succeed at Tarkov really are streamers who don't do anything but play Tarkov, and people who have as much time to play Tarkov as streamers. So I guess children, retired individuals, and people on disability. I don't know. And bot hackers. You know what I mean? Fucking the hackers can play that game right off the bat because they just jump in and they walk through walls. They go 10 million miles an hour. They have aimbots. They have shoot through walls. They have no clip of everything on. It's insane. It was so bad with the hacking. I'll just explain this. That you have to pay money in game, not real money, but sometimes if you're even fucking with the hackers. But to earn money in Tarkov takes a while. Like even learning the skill of how to like what to loot and where to get it from and all that is months of practice. And then to have stuff when you go in costs you money in game. And so the hacking got so bad for a little while that people would go in game and the hackers didn't even have to fake kill you. They could actually just open your personal inventory as though you were dead from a distance and just take all of your stuff. So you would be running, and then your gun would disappear from your hands and all of your body armor would vanish. And like even your secret kit that you can go in, there's a special box that you can keep like valuable stuff in, like money for exfil and all this, that, and the other quest items that are very important. That would be emptied as well, which is wild to say the least. It's just crazy, and very, very, very interesting. This is a very large PvE element because Tarkov PvP is slow as balls. Yes, Tarkov PvP can be very good. It can be very good, but it's just very often not. It really is. Does Tarkov still have a cheating problem? From what I understand, when I covered everything, Luna Rose is posting about it now. There's an expose into the Tarkov cheating scandal. Rapid clicking refresh on the trader for the final parts to build a new gun. Absolutely, yes. Just when the last thing came out, there was a whole, I won't get into it. You can look up, I have a video on it, but Tarkov had a whole big thing where they added a new version of the game with a PvE focus, and that was going to cost extra money, even though people already paid for editions of the game that said this is the $120 version of the game. It will never not be what you need to get more DLC, and that was a whole thing. And when that came up, people were still talking about this is basically just another way for cheaters, for them to make money off of cheaters, because the commonly repeated thing again and again, not just from like nobodies like me, but like actual like high level streamers and stuff who know the fucking Battlestate Games guys, they would even say like, I think that most of this is so that when they do ban waves, the cheaters have to buy the actual real game again, because their copy of the game gets permanently banned and they have to buy a new one, because their account gets shut down and all that stuff. And so buying a new copy of Tarkov is not $40 or $60. It can be up to $120, $130 for all of this stuff. And now with this PvE thing that includes like extra maps or some shit, it's even more money. and includes basically a way to, I can't remember, but basically it gives you something that makes it even easier to do what cheaters do. And so everyone was saying like, okay, this is it. So the cheating was still such a fucking bad thing just a few months ago that it was a major part of the conversation for their last scandal, which wasn't even necessarily legitimately about cheating. So it's, yes, I would assume so. I would assume there's still cheaters in Tarkov because, and it's not because like, you know, I'm just guessing. It's just Tarkov never gets rid of cheaters. They have ban waves and that lasts a day. You know what I mean? And then it comes back again and again and again. Have you seen Forever Winter? I think, isn't that this that I'm literally looking at? Yeah, Nikita made bank from banning people and selling them new copies. Yeah, Luna Rose plays, they're repeating the same thing I've heard a million times. Yeah, like
will react to you, but these armies are here to mess each other up first, and you're also there. Matched by the horrors above them, taking whatever tiny chances they can.
Look. They predicted it. Ospreys getting shot out of the fucking sky. Early 90s, late 80s. They knew. We all knew.
Back.
Yes, Killjoy, thank you. The Tarkov issue for the hackers was that the new version that did not include everything for all the people that had paid for the gigantic, like this includes all this stuff, would also give you priority placement in matchmaking to get you into matchmaking faster, which would increase the speed that fucking hackers could get in, obliterate a game, and get out. Because the biggest obstacle to them is that fucking Tarkov has insane matchmaking times. They have to only be worse now because I know so many people stopped playing. But when I was playing it, 5 to 15 minute match loading times just to get in were good. That was a good time to get in and play. We have waited 30 minutes to an hour. It has happened before too. It was a game that took so long to get into matches for matchmaking that at times I would forget I had turned it on because I had started doing other work, like to pass the time, and then all of a sudden I would hear when the wind will start turning on, and then like you hear your character literally drop into the world. Like, what in the fuck? Yeah, this shit just looks fucking awesome. Does it say? I'll probably say in his things where they are in development. I want to look that up. I saved all of this so I could check it out with you guys. I want to subscribe. I don't know why I haven't subscribed to him yet. This is Riloe. Reloe. What is it? Forever Winter? Go ahead and turn on the thing and look it up. Forever Winter. On Steam. Release date to be announced. It's from Fun Dog Studios. This is fucking awesome. Look at this. You are not this guy. My man's collecting hands. I know it says that in the thing, but that's fucking awesome looking. You are this guy. Look at sad old Dimitri here with these big old arms. This fucking concept art is awesome. Like, it looks so cool. Ah! Official gameplay overview trailer. Careers contact. I'll probably love this game. The shooting doesn't sound exactly how I would prefer, but it still looks.
And the dead to be harvested for their.
Look at these guys, dude. Dude, this shit looks so fucking
cool. Things can change at the drop of a case.
Oh! Hell yeah.
Dark, with half-empty magazines.
And yeah, somebody said, I think that guy actually that I was just watching, really, I watched a little bit more of his video, and he says it looks a lot like Blame, and Jesus Christ, it does look like. So the people that are making this game are like just 100% like all of the same stuff that I like. The idea of making a looter shooter type fucking extract shooter or whatever that's set in like a mix of Doom 3, Blame, and like Bloodborne looking area is just so up my fucking alley. It's crazy that we saw the God, I can't fucking remember it, but it looks like the Inquisition shit with the demons and religious figures. That was super fucking cool. The TTRPG, where I was like, I want to play a video game like this, and within like a couple weeks, I see this. It fucking looks so cool. It looks so awesome. And I'm excited to play it. Doesn't seem like there is necessarily a release date yet, though. So let's see that. Burst transmission incoming in 7 days. So in 1 week from now, it says, I guess they're going to be releasing something online, maybe. I don't know. Forever Winter. Only 3,042 followers on Twitter. So like, absolutely check this Forever Winter game out. This looks so fucking cool. So these burst transmissions, I'm just looking at this right now. This is like a little movie. I'm not going to play that. I'm going to subscribe to them. So check out Fun Dog Studios on YouTube or go to their Twitter. These burst transmissions seem to be like little in-universe movie type things. Kind of like, you guys remember when Overwatch was coming out? And they were doing the like Overwatch mini movies, basically, like trailers. It seems like it might be something like that. So go ahead and check those out. I'm very excited about this. I think it looks fucking cool as shit, and I want to play it when it comes out. I would absolutely play it. I am a nobody, but Fun Dog Studios. I was like, actually, I do have a little bit of clout now. I'm over 10K. Fun Dog Studios. If you guys ever want to send me a playable copy of that, I will play that on stream for sure. Just let me know. Segment.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the West Side.